Are we rolling?
We're rolling with Olin.
Rolling with Olin.
Good job.
Hey
We're
guys,
recording the
welcome back to
podcast live
podcast.
at Madison
Reese.
Madison Square Garden.
Yo, what's
Wait,
up?
so we're doing the vlog on the podcast.
I don't think that works.
Well, it's working right now.
How much are you paying us to let you come on?
That is gonna remain anonymous.
Oh. So in other words, nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much.
He did go out of his way to switch his work schedule to be on though.
I did,
So
and
that was pretty lit.
We appreciate that.
Yes, and that was a hassle, but
Because
I got it done.
our backup is Uber driver's out of town. Shout out to Dustin. We shout out Dustin every podcast.
We do shout out Dustin every single podcast.
He'll be on next week.
Hopefully.
Probably. So, yeah. If my voice kicks out, it's because I'm in day 2 of this cold. I'm not used to them, so when I get one, I'm like dead inside.
I don't know why I'm sitting so close to you. I feel like I'm gonna catch it.
Nah.
I think it'll be okay.
I was at work all day Thursday.
You're at a medical clinic, you'll be fine.
Dude, having your best friend's dad being your doctor is pretty lit. Because you just like come in his clinic if you need something.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've gotten shots in your living room before while playing FIFA.
I don't think that should be announced to the world.
We were legit playing. I was like what 14 or 15. We're playing FIFA in his living room, and his dad's like, "Here, I need to give you your shot. You just want to do it now?" I'm like, "Sure."
Oh my gosh.
Didn't you say you threw up your lunch earlier?
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. So
Do you want to explain how that happened?
yeah,
Since Reese didn't get to hear.
yeah. So we had a Bible study thing at 8 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get to have breakfast. I had some other things to do afterward, and so after my brother's soccer game, then I ran to United Express before my sister's game because they've got these Alfredo chicken stick things that are like $1.29, and they have them like for the pizza too. And I was really hungry, so I also got a chili cheese corn dog.
Oh my gosh.
Which was basically just corn dogs. I got the chili and
It's
cheese.
no wonder you throw up down.
Yeah.
No. I didn't throw up because I was like sick or anything. So we're leaving, and listener discretion advised. So we're like leaving the last soccer game, and so I go to the porta potty to urinate.
Oh gosh.
And it hadn't been cleaned out in a few weeks because it's all like dirt roads and it'd been really muddy, and they like
It's a
refused.
porta potty. When did they ever get cleaned out?
No, they pay for them to clean them out. The company to come out like every week and clean them out. But it's on like a dirt road, so it's all muddy.
Yeah.
And so it's been raining here in Lubbock, so that's something new. And so they hadn't been down there in a while, I guess. I hadn't been there in a while either. And so I go in there, and it's like all gross and stuff, but I mean you kind of expect that from a porta potty. And so I looked to like where the toilet paper would go. There's like a dish type of thing in, and it's like this white, chunky, creamy paste thing that's just like overflowing. I look at that and I gagged so hard. My eyes watered. I gagged so hard I threw up my pizza stick. And I'd never thrown up from gagging before.
Oh
That's
my
how
gosh.
bad it was.
That's nasty.
I get back in the car, and my sister looks at me, and my eyes had like watered up. My face was like, well, I'm sunburned now, but my face was like all red and stuff. And she's like, "You look like you just went through hell or something." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." So I am now hungry because I gagged up my lunch looking at pasty white stuff.
Well, I am not hungry after that.
Same.
But that was my lunch experience.
Mm-mm.
So Reese, what do you? Who are you? What do you do at Tech?
Who am I?
Who are you?
Well, I am a junior at Texas Tech. I'm a second-year transfer student, transferred out of Cisco Abilene Educational Center down in Abilene, Texas. It's a community college down there out of Cisco College.
I was born in Abilene.
You were born in
I
Abilene?
was.
You were?
I was.
You whiz?
I moved when I was 4.
I was born in Brownwood.
Ew.
I know. But yeah, and I study hotel lodging resort management. So I got a year and a half left after that. Was it last Wednesday? I had an interview with the Four Seasons in the island of Lanai, which is in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, Lanai is right. I believe it's right below Maui.
Dude, my grandma lives in Maui.
Does she?
Yeah, you should look her up.
No, I'm not gonna look her up because that's weird.
Go surfing.
No, you surfing the internet for your grandmother.
Oh, wait.
No, that's not what you were saying.
But
We'll see if I get. It was for an internship, and they'll let me know later on.
hey, that'd be
So
cool.
we'll see if I get it. I've got 2 other places that I'm interviewing with.
Slayton and Wolford.
No, no. I've got the Four Seasons in Vail, Colorado, and Moody
My
Gardens
grandpa lives
in
in Colorado.
Galveston. What
My
you
grandpa
know?
lives in
Don't you
Colorado.
just have everyone? Oh, who lives in Galveston as a part of your family?
You know what? Absolutely no one.
Ha!
I actually have never been there. Oh wait, no, it was when I was a baby. Doesn't count though.
Seems good.
So,
Yeah, I'm super excited moving on my career and stuff.
hey,
That's
that'd be
pretty
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, now what? We're not talking about package explosions.
No, I don't know enough about it. I've just seen the headlines.
I mean, last year at Tech we had an incident with the package.
Yeah,
it was
but
at
nothing happened.
Talkington. They made the whole campus evacuate,
Is that
and
the-
I'm upset because I was taking a nap. And then I get to our parking lot, and they gave us a call, and they're like, "If you're not in the Talkington area, you can come back now." And I was like, "Are you serious?"
Taking a nap.
And so I walked right back in my room, and I went back to my bed, and I just went back to sleep. I was like, if something explodes, I'm gonna remain asleep.
I'll die rested up.
Exactly.
Yes. That makes sense. The other day when they had us evacuate campus for like that note in, what was it, Holden Hall?
Yes, the
So,
bathroom
Yeah,
note.
dude, everyone was like texting and calling me, just like, dude, like, did you have to evacuate? I didn't answer for like 30 minutes.
You texted me back pretty fast.
Yeah, but
I
everyone
texted
else.
you and a couple of
I
people
had
at
my
the same
phone on Do
time.
Not Disturb. I was just like studying at a coffee shop. I wasn't even on campus.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, Zach, what's going on? I'm like, I literally have no idea. What are y'all talking
No,
about?
I was in the middle of class.
Go home to mommy.
Stop. It's time to stop with the Trump soundboard.
Yeah,
Especially
I'm so against it. But I was in the middle of a nutrition class. One of the girls raised her hand, and the teacher called on her, and she goes, "I don't know if you know about this, but we just got a notification to evacuate campus." And another girl goes, "Yeah, I just got that too." And the teacher's like, "Okay then, let's all evacuate campus."
There you go.
And stuff like that. And so I make it from the human science building all the way to One Guy's Pizza.
Hey,
Hey,
And then I got a call that says, "By the way, police officer, like, the wrong button was pushed. So you please return." So I was like, don't really want to. And then I looked and I was like, well, we still have like 30 minutes of class left. Maybe I should go back. So I went back and teacher never came. So I was like, I'll just go to lab and wait.
man, you didn't get One Guy's like the best pizza place. in
No,
town?
because
Or for calzones.
Calzone.
For calzones at least.
eating was not on my mind. On my mind was, I wonder who's going to get fired after pressing the wrong button.
That's true.
I love you.
Then my mom called and she's like, "What's happening?" And I was like, "Nothing. It was a false alarm." She goes, "You got to tell me these things." And I was like, "Mom, I forgot that you're on this system too. Sorry."
Rip in peace ASAP as possible.
What?
Yep.
I don't even know.
So, moving on, if we're done with the introductions and world-breaking, not-so-breaking news, let's move on.
There is no world breaking news. We never talk about world breaking news.
Not really. There was a shooter in Pittsburgh that killed like 11 people earlier.
Today?
Yeah.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Same.
Oh. Someone in Pittsburgh shot 11 people today. I think it
On
was
purpose?
in a church or a mosque or a synagogue. I think it was at a synagogue.
Oh, religious shooting.
So I didn't read. I just saw the headlines come across on Fox News. So I didn't actually read
Fox News.
it. Fox News. I feel like I should have a Trump soundboard for that. Probably do.
No, don't even look it up.
No.
Don't look it up.
No. Alright. Let's move on to our actual first topic. We got our our Bible section that we always do every week. Reese has got our question for this week, so why don't you tell us what we're going to be talking about?
All right, so my question is that can you forgive someone and not want anything to do with them? So an example would be, let's say that you have a bully in school and years go by and you finally go up to them and they're like, I forgive you and all that. But honestly, you're not going to want, and they remain who they are, so they still want to bully you and stuff like that when you go and forgive them. You know, you're most likely not going to want anything to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, is that biblically, is that, can you do that?
I think
Is that okay in God's eyes to forgive someone but not want anything to do with them?
To me, that makes sense. Like, unless they come up to you and say, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to do that anymore, I'm not going to bully you anymore, and then you forgive them, then, like, maybe give them, like, a second chance, obviously, like, try to be their friend and all. But if they're still, like, acting the way they are, then I think you have every right to just not want to hang around them.
Yeah. What's
What do you
your
think?
input, Jeremy?
I'm looking up a verse.
Oh,
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, see, mine goes much deeper, and I'll get into that here in a minute after Jeremy gets
Oh, you can go
his verse.
first.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, I'm
anyway?
going to turn off the hotspot and just use
All right, well, mine is a person that I should always want to be around with and all that, but it's my own dad. You know, there's been tension for about 10 years now, and it's just unfortunate that, you know, when people ask if I have a father figure, you know, I rightfully tell them no, I don't. It's pretty sad that that's how it has to be, but it is what it is. And so, but I've forgiven him. I believe I've forgiven him. I feel it inside that I have, but it doesn't seem like he changes. And, you know, some people will look at it and it's like, yeah, he's changed and all this. He doesn't do that anymore. And I tell him that, yeah, he does that now because he wants you to like him, but later on he'll go back. And it's not really the best thing in my life, unfortunately. And so I really don't, you know, want anything to do with him. Like, I don't really communicate with him at all. I can't remember the last time I actually talked to him. He texts me here and there. He'll email me here and there. I just look at it and leave it on read. And so, but being that that's my own dad, and I know that God said honor your mother and father, but, you know, it's kind of hard for me to honor him when he's been doing some of the stuff, and I won't get into any details, but he's been doing some stuff for, like, way before I was born. That's just, it's like, I can't honor a man that does that.
Yeah. Sounds like you've done your part as far as that goes. The verse I was thinking of is Matthew 6:14-15. It kind of applies. It says, "For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive you for your trespasses." So it seems like if you've forgiven them and kind of shown that, then it seems like you're good to go. But going to this verse, or two verses,
Yeah.
but that was what I thought of. Couldn't remember
I
what it
see the
was.
struggle there. I mean, it's definitely not easy. Like, not something easy to go through. But I think you have every right to just want to avoid him for stuff that he's done.
Yeah. And also, sorry for the viewers if I just killed your vibe on that.
We'll bring it back up later.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Let's get to more exciting topics.
All right.
But now, thanks for
Yeah, thanks for sharing with us.
going in deep.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even if y'all listening can't relate to, like, exactly his example, I mean, there's without a doubt people in your life that you're thinking of right now that have just been, you know, if they've been a jerk to you or whatever the situation is, you've gone through something at least similar to that, I'm sure. At least one person.
Yeah.
And if not,
We
well,
don't
we have
have
a
those
perfect
people.
life. But that doesn't exist.
True that.
So now I'm just talking in circles.
Yeah. Lesson here is forgive everybody. You know, you don't have to like them.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with them or believe in what they believe in, but you have to do your part and forgive them.
God says you have to love everybody, but you don't have to like them.
Pretty much. You take that from the Message Bible. You
Just
don't have
like
to love
the
everybody, you just have to like them. Or
Just-
you have to love everybody, you just don't have to like them.
Yeah, you have to love everybody. You don't have to like them though.
Yeah, just like I forgive you for making a meme out of me.
But
But that doesn't mean I like it.
That
Oh,
was,
man.
that was pretty funny.
That was just.
A reference to last week when we showed, Colin had already seen it. I don't remember, yeah. But it's like reacting to Reese's
I hadn't seen it.
meme.
No, yeah, no. I'm telling you, if you put that on a mug or a T-shirt and you bring it to the well,
Zach wanted a bumper
I'm
sticker.
certain kind of people are gonna be not so happy with me. I'm not gonna name who those people are, but
Okay.
It wasn't anything actually bad. It's just funny.
I mean,
Because
it's
like,
true,
it's
but
out of context. It's nothing.
it
bad.
is. You gotta let me explain why.
Okay, Reese, are you gonna like defend yourself from the meme?
Or you
Well,
just-
no, because I don't want to really give it away.
Nah.
Okay.
If someone comes, if they come up to me, and they ask me why do I think of this
give 'em
way,
a
I'll give
$20
them a reasonable explanation why.
Well, only like. the
But
four of
if
us
you
have
want to
seen
be
it.
closed, if they're closed-minded, then I can't help them there. I guess they'll just hate me for life.
So,
That's funny.
if Jeremy and I print out a bunch of bumper stickers and just like
Oh
slap
my
them on cars at the well,
gosh.
No, man, we're gonna put it on T-shirts and stuff, and then like balloons and just all
Oh.
kinds of merch. We're gonna get like car stickers and stuff, and just drive around tech, handing them out.
You know what? If y'all do
Mail
that,
it to the Four Seasons in Hawaii.
oh my gosh! If y'all do that, I will start going to Greenwood.
green lawn.
Green-
Greenlawn. Did I say Greenwood? I'm thinking about Midland. That's Greenlawn. I will go. I will
Greenlawn.
move to
You'll-
Greenlawn.
Forget Greenlawn. You'll go to South Plains.
I'll go to Greenlawn. I'll start making Greenlawn people cakes. Forget y'all.
You're gonna leave
That
us?
is-
I'll
true.
leave y'all, and the cakes are coming with me.
Oh man.
At
I
our
haven't
college-
even gotten one yet.
No, you
At our
haven't.
college group at where'd we go? Sunset. Then every month, then they do like the birthdays of the month, and Reese makes everyone like their own individual cake.
I do. And last Wednesday I just celebrated the October and September birthdays. Celebrate September because we were here all of September and I never celebrated it, so I decided to get everyone there. So because that was an issue last year of missing people. So this year my goal is for every single person to have a cake. So for our viewers, if you have a birthday in December, at the end of December, at the beginning of January, or in summer, I
Like
will
me.
guarantee, and you have my word and promise, you can hold this up against me.
That's the Reese
You
guarantee.
will get a cake.
And
Now!
If you don't, he will hand you his memed merch.
Oh my gosh! Now, if you're not there when I give them out and you don't get one, you can't use that against me because you were not there.
That's on you.
Yeah,
That's on
true.
you. I do have extras. I will have extras though at the end of every deal.
I know I
So,
tasted an extra
well,
Wednesday
that's-
night.
It took
You
all of
tasted
my
it?
willpower to not take that last one.
Brooke's like, no, I'm not gonna eat it. I'll let a guy will take it.
Yeah,
And
she
then- and
was
then
like,
Megan
this-
took it.
yeah. Well, Megan was staring at it, and I was like, take it, just take it, go, take it, get it out of my misery, put it out of my misery.
Yeah.
And then Jeffrey always eats extras. He
Yeah.
always tries. Like he came back and he was looking for it and saw the deal was gone. He was like, "Oh, I came in too late." And I was like, "Yeah, Megan took it."
So, how long are we at for this part?
Like 19 minutes.
All right, so we can do the food probably.
Did you want to? Yeah, we can if you want to.
Yeah, let's do that.
If we do,
We're talking about time because we do 30 minutes at a time.
Yep.
Well,
30
20
minutes.
to 30.
okay, we can. Yeah, we can talk about the
Doesn't
food.
matter.
This week for our,
If part of them are shorter, then that's okay. But
Mm-hmm.
this week for our food, we're gonna talk about the best chips and queso.
slash
Like the best Mexican food, because different places are gonna have different quality chips and queso,
Yeah.
as well as like the food that they serve. I think it's like its own thing. You see
Yeah.
various kind of qualities as you go around.
Nasty.
Really?
No more Trump soundboard.
That's so small.
What does it say? That's so small? Oh my goodness.
Very long and very hard.
That was
I don't
Please
like
stop.
that one.
Yeah, no, oh my goodness gracious.
What a great grip.
All right, let's
There.
actually get into the topic,
There.
Jeremy.
Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire.
Nasty,
Yeah. Stop, Jeremy.
beautiful things.
Just
I
stop.
hit you with the microphone.
And I thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Reese, first place you think of for like the best chips and salsa. Best queso, sorry.
Best queso. Honestly, I'll probably get heavily criticized this, but I like Torchy's queso.
Dude, go away now. Torch cheese is overrated, in my opinion.
I'm sorry. I don't really go any other place. I mean, Fuzzy's is alright.
Oh, I hate fuzzies.
I hate fuzzies too.
The queso's
I'm-
okay.
The
It's
queso's
cheddar. It's the
okay.
white queso.
Yes, the queso's
no,
okay,
I
but
get
like the
Torchy's
food,
queso. It's just because it's right there next to my apartment, so
it's just easy.
it's just easier. I mean, I don't go there. One of my roommate's friends goes there and brings us queso, so
Oh,
it's free queso. Free queso always tastes the best.
that's true. Free stuff always tastes better.
But like,
Highly
I haven't been to
beg to differ.
Chimmy's or anything. I don't think I've ever gotten anywhere
Chimmy's?
from
Yeah.
Chimmy's.
I thought you said
Oh,
Chili's.
we still don't
Chimmy's.
like it.
I don't think I've ever gotten queso from Abuelo's or any other.
Abuelo's
It's
has
okay.
It's good. It's not great. The chips and salsa.
So
That's what I
so,
said.
so okay, so your roommate's brother's
Friend.
that brings you it from Torchy's. Is there another place that if you're at a place and you're like, I gotta get queso with my food because it's just that good.
Honestly, I don't know. It's just queso is so expensive.
Right, it's usually extra.
Queso
Yeah,
is pretty expensive.
I don't usually get an appetizer of chips and queso and an entree like that.
No.
Unless I'm feeling really rich, which happens like 3 times a year usually.
Your birthday, Christmas, and Hanukkah.
Yeah, well, sure. Sure. No, it's usually birthday, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. But I haven't had to spend Valentine's Day yet, so still pretty rich on Valentine's Day. Shout out to all the ladies, single ladies.
There you go.
Sounds legit. All right, Jeremy, what do you think? First, like your favorite queso place?
At the Texas Taco Company, their queso's pretty good.
The what now?
Texas Taco Company.
Where is that? Or
It's-
what is that? I should say.
It opened like at the beginning of 2017.
Oh, okay,
It's
so
like
it's
by
pretty new.
it's right by Mardell.
Did they move in by like where the chicken place was?
No, they moved in where like Moses Southwest Grill was for like a year. It closed
Okay.
down. It's like right there though. Yeah, it's pretty good. Honestly, I like Rose's queso because it's
Okay, I was
pretty-
gonna say that. I was like, I feel
Okay.
like I'm gonna get criticized for
right
saying roasted
because you
queso.
think Rose's, you think of kind of cheaper Mexican food.
Yeah, but the
Mhm.
It's
queso's
like it's in
actually
between
alright.
fast
Is
food
it?
Mexican.
Yeah.
And it's like in between like Taco Bell or like Abuelo's.
Yeah.
I get sopapillas from Roses.
Those are okay.
Those are actually pretty
Ones are
good.
really good.
They're like really hot when they come out.
Yeah.
And you put the watered down honey on it.
Watered down honey. Well, what you do is you take a bite from the one of the corners, and then you just fill that
Fill it up.
sucker with honey, and then you just
It's not a
all
donut,
on
you
your
don't
face.
Stuff it with sugar.
Apparently.
I mean, it's
Watered
sugar
down
filled with
sugar.
sugar. That's
Watered down
exactly what our millennial bodies need.
Basically. But yeah, Rose's is pretty good. Yeah. Trying to think.
Roses is good.
Texas Taco Company, Rose's. I feel like I should have a third place just to like perfect it.
Taco Bell's queso's kind of trash, so
It
I
is.
don't really want to mention it.
It's on the stuff. It's okay, but just plain.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah, like
the
the
queso's not that bad. It's the chips are trash in my opinion.
yeah, the chips are pretty bad because like
That's like my
I
only
always
Taco Bell complaint.
when I go to Taco Bell, I always get the quesadito, and I mean it's got quesadito, don't,
Quesarito.
but it's got queso in there, and it's just ooh.
Yeah,
Just
pretty much.
I want to get another one, but
almost
I
in
have
the
to
name.
I have to bite my tongue.
There you go.
Seems legit. I can't think of any other places
I
to like
take
get
jokes with roses.
great queso.
I'm sure I'll think of some if I think in a minute. So, what's a trash place besides Taco Bell as trash queso?
What was
Probably
that place
Taco
that we went
Bueno.
to the other day?
The Durangos.
Yeah, Durango's.
Dude,
Durangos.
I never heard of that place, and we had to go. The place we volunteer, way back here. I should probably scoop the mic. The place that we volunteer was having like a appreciation thing, and then we went for like free chips and queso, and it was at Durango's Mexican Kitchen or whatever it's called, and the queso was flat out trash.
Was it?
Tastes like corn water.
Uh,
It was bad.
It was.
well, I'm
it
pretty
was
sure
queso.
Taco Bell's sister company, Taco Bueno, has even
I
trashier.
was gonna say Taco Villa.
No, Taco Villa. Yeah.
I can't think. I only go to Taco Villa like once a year.
Yeah,
I went to
like
Taco
Villa.
Villa, I think, once or twice in my whole life. So, yeah, like 20 years, almost 21 years. I've only been to Taco Villa once or twice. I know I've been there once.
See,
I
did you
know
get
for a
queso?
fact. I don't think so. This was back in, like, my freshman year of high school. Because we were going to the state championship for band down in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome, and me and some of my friends went to Taco Villa because the older of the one wanted me to go with, and so my friends followed me, and we went to Taco Villa. That's also
There you go.
my first place that I did not say my real name when they asked.
Nice. There you go. What is your site characters at Taco Bell?
Yeah. I mean, there's Sean, Gus.
And they're like Brunswick, Texas. We used to
Lassie.
go there like every Saturday. My family did.
Yeah,
and
but
we'd
see,
always do
mine
different
is
things.
it's like, okay, so being called Reese, anything that ends with a S or like S at the end, I think they may call my name. Like it kind of sounds like it,
Oh.
and if I don't catch it, I catch the end part. So like now, I'll either say my last name or my middle name, or I'll say my other name that I kind of want to go by, but not really.
Wait,
What do you
I'm
want
trying
to-
to think.
what
What
do
did
you
you use at Cane's the
What
other
do
day?
you want to go by?
You used your real
Well,
name at Cane's, didn't you?
Yes, occasionally I'll
'cause
use
I
my
was
real
up
name.
there and she's like, "Are you with Reese?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Occasionally, but sometimes my other name that I was thinking about going by when I was younger was Jeffrey.
Dang it!
Jeffrey?
I was
Oh,
guessing on
yeah.
Porto.
What?
Very much.
Jeffrey. Okay.
Yeah.
Any reason you like to use that name?
it's
just like a
I
standard
know a lot
name.
of Jeffreys, and there was actually a guy I worked with. He was a redhead, and his name was Jeff. So he was actually
There you go.
really cool. Taught me a couple things that I know now. That's why, and I've just worked with I've worked with
Like
like
how to
two
roast
gyms.
pizza rolls on a fire.
Exactly, with a 34-inch bamboo skewer.
Pretty much. Reese was one of the pioneers with us on that experiment.
Definitely was, and I was the master keeper of the screwers
A master keeper.
for a little bit.
I
to
didn't know
quote
that was a
quote
position.
Justin Clark, it's time to stop.
Dustin doesn't say that,
He does.
does he?
Yeah. Sees how much you know about him. Shout out to Justin.
Hey, if you actually show up to class.
Oh. Called out on the Pineapple Podcast. He's
Ooh.
got to defend himself next week.
Yeah. Let's finish up our food topic. We talked about chips and queso. Now we're just gonna talk about Mexican food in general. Like, what's your favorite place to
Wait,
go?
hold up. Do y'all ever have queso at home, like from a bottle or the Velveeta block or anything?
No.
Mhm.
No,
My
no,
mom
no.
makes queso. She makes it pretty good.
You know what? Like, what's your favorite kind of like the store bought queso?
She uses Velveeta, but she mixes it with like other stuff.
Like jalapenos?
Yeah, but like I don't know, it tastes really good. It just doesn't taste like.
Well, of
straight
course it's
Dorito.
going to taste really good. It's your mom. She knows exactly what you
Mexican.
want. Well, I would think otherwise.
No. I like whenever we have queso at home, like when we have tacos or something, it's good to get a jar of the on the border queso in the jar,
that's
heat it
not
up.
good.
It's really good. They got the cheddar one, and that's
No.
like spicy, and they got the other one.
No,
The
it's
jar,
fancy.
what? The on the border queso?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
You've obviously never had like really good queso.
I literally came up with the queso place that you were gonna say.
I said that one's decent. Rosas has decent queso. It's
Okay,
not,
well,
like,
what was your
amazing.
queso place then? Did you ever say?
I don't have like a place that I love.
I don't
to get
think
queso.
Lubbock, you're going to get like great queso.
Yeah.
Now, if you go downwards, probably to like San Antonio,
Or
Austin,
El Paso?
Yeah.
El Paso, like towards Mexico, then you'll probably get some really good queso, especially the small mom and pop local shops. They'll make
Leal's.
like the
I had
best
Leal's
quesos.
queso yesterday for lunch.
Leo's? Okay, I haven't been
Leal's
to Leo's.
queso, it was good.
I still haven't been to Leo's.
Dude, Leal's is one of my favorite Mexican places.
All
for
right,
sure.
so favorite Mexican food place.
I'm gonna have to go with the local Leal's.
The local? I mean, they ain't local anymore. We saw
They've got
one.
like there's one in Clovis, Millshoe, and Lubbock.
Oh. Is that still considered local?
Yeah, in today's age, I'd say local.
Yeah, I mean
Clo-
technically,
Clovis,
technically they have franchised it out.
have you been? Okay, go inside the build. Have you been there to Leal's?
No, I have not.
The building is like as hole in the wall as you can get. So it has like that local vibe.
Okay.
You know, I always get the tamale plate. It's got like your beans and rice and like little salad thing, and then you get 3 tamales. I always get 1 pork and 2 cheese tamales,
Okay.
and they're so good. And they bring out like their chips and salsa.
Dude.
They sell it in stores, so I guess that's if you call that franchise. But their chips and salsa are really good.
Okay.
And yesterday I had their queso for the first time because someone else bought it, and it was really good. I put it on
Sounds
my
good.
tamales. And they also shout out how it's the only Mexican restaurant I've been to that has really good sweet tea. So shout out to y'all.
It's starting to sound like the place is pretty good.
Yeah, man, I love the place.
Okay. Is it expensive?
It's not that bad. It's like I think the special is usually like $7,
That's not that bad.
but because food prices going up, you can get like I think the tamale plate and like the sweet tea are $10 probably. So it's can be a little pricey. You go there a lot, but it was pretty good.
Hey, I bought a coffee this morning and it cost $5. So.
That's
Wow, that's
cheap some places. Starbucks, you're gonna pay more than $5.
Okay, that's a corporation.
It's cool. It was at Gold
Starbucks.
Stripe.
It was at Gold Stripe.
Was that Gold Stripe? Well, yeah. Were you with Chris Joe?
No.
No, our
No.
Blue Haven small group, man.
Uh,
That's where Birdie.
Chris
and
Joe
Danielle
took me
picked.
to Gold Stripe, and the lady was like, "Do you want this or this?" And I was like, "I've never heard those names before, so I have no idea what they are." But I didn't tell her that, so I just went, "I'm gonna go
Yes.
with this," and it was just like straight up black coffee, and I like took 2 sips, thinking that somehow. I was like,
Somehow it's
okay.
really good.
I was like, Chris Joe's gonna pay for it, so I gotta act like I'm gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it, but hopefully this is gonna be decently good enough for me to like. In 2 sips, I was like, I have got to get some creamer and sugar, or this is gonna remain full. So I got my stuff and I turned it into. Yeah, it was a lot better after adding sugar and milk.
Gold Stripe coffee. Yeah, my voice is already going. Gold Stripe coffee is not Mexican food.
Yeah, it's not.
So Leal's is my favorite. On the Border is a place we used to go to when I was younger a lot.
Yeah.
I like Alberon's a lot.
Alberon's are
They've
pretty
got
good.
really good enchiladas.
Yeah.
Those are probably my 3 favorite places.
Abuelos, we've just been going there for a while. It's
I
not.
haven't been there much.
I got Abuelos actually quite a bit. I like it. I get the grande that has like 5 enchiladas,
If I go to
chicken,
Buelos, I'm gonna get
cheese.
steak fajitas.
Do what?
If I go to Buelos, I'm getting steak fajitas. So
I
that's
got.
what's
Where did I go? There's somewhere. It was like some local Mexican restaurant in Colorado.
Colorado.
I know, way up there.
That doesn't sound like you're gonna get good.
And it was really good. Really, I don't know the name of this place because I hardly paid attention to the name. but it was really good. And I was like, wow, how could a Mexican place this
Dude,
far
you don't
up
even
be
know.
so good? And our server could hardly speak English. Like the
That's how you know
wait
it's
staff.
right?
English?
Yes, and you know how? Okay, so you know how I knew this place was gonna be good because I saw like a 13-year-old being the bus boy.
Okay.
That's when I was like,
That's
this
what
is
you
gonna
know.
be good. And I went. You know what? So I went 13-year-old bus boy. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get fajitas. We're gonna get fajitas. I was like, I'm getting fajitas because that's gonna be the best thing on their item.
Yeah.
Right there. I was like, I need the
Christian
best
took
thing
us
on
to
their
like
item.
this Mexican restaurant all the way up in Michigan when we were in Detroit.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
It was okay. Their jalapeno poppers are different. They're
Oh.
like fried on the outside.
Oh, okay, yeah, I
But,
see.
so I can kind of see that. That was the first time I had those kind, but it was okay. It was very well decorated. Like you felt like you were in Mexico, but the food didn't quite represent it.
Yeah.
I also went in DC, yeah, in Mexican place.
I'm looking at the thing right now, and your voice is like barely being so
That's
you might
because
want to
it's
speak up.
dying.
Well, you're leaning back,
Yeah, Jeremy's
and your
like 20
laptop's
feet.
in front of you.
Jeremy's like 20 feet
So,
away from the microphone.
I'm like 4 feet away and I'm losing my voice.
Sacrificing to provide cringy content because cringe is
When
what we
I
strive for.
hear this video, I'm probably gonna hear me and Zach's voice, and then Jeremy's just gonna be in the background,
Pretty much.
high pitched.
Hey guys, what is up?
Welcome to the video.
No.
That's my YouTube introduction. For no reason at all.
Really?
I
I
just kind of
think-
started doing it.
I think we're about done talking about food.
Yeah.
We've gone over time for a little bit, so
Just go to Taco Bell for cheap Mexican food.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, get those steak quesadillas. They're decent. Good for the price.
I think we're going after this.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Catch you guys on the flippity flip.
Hey, that's my outro.
Too bad I stole it.
That's my YouTube outro.